Tune in to Black Ramen Podcast. Because Black Ramen is delicious, baby. Yeah!
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Fantastic Frankie, and you are listening to Black Ramen Podcast.
Hello!
Sorry.
You are now tuned into the Black Ramen Podcast. I, Chatty Patty, a.k.a. Madam Straw Hat, a.k.a. The Celestial Dragon, a.k.a. This My Pirate Ship, and I have with me...
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree, a.k.a. Tea Sippin' Bree, a.k.a. Always Ready for a Nap and Down to Go.
What's up, people? This is Derby, a.k.a. Sexual Chocolate, and that is it. That is all my a.k.a.s. I have not made more. Moving on.
I mean, with a name like Sexual Chocolate, do you really need any more? Speaks for itself. That's it. I mean, so we in some crazy times right now, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom of speech is not free. So we are considering watching what we say on here because we got jobs, and like Bree said, we got fresh mortgages. So we do not want to be canceled. We do not want to lose our jobs over, our opinions and what we feel is just or unjust. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, tune into our Patreon. Be a patron. We have all our uncut, live, and raw, unedited opinions about everything from anime through anything, day-to-day stuff. And you want to see us put our hair down? Come on, pull up, unfiltered, put a little something in our pocket so we can continue to practice freedom of speech for years. So we wanted to talk about what's been going around for the past couple of days with Anime Man. Right? So he made a 12-minute video on his page, The Anime Man. I don't know his real name, but all of you know him as The Anime Man. He's been streaming for over, I would have to say, 10 years. He's been on YouTube.
He's been in there for a while, yeah.
He's been in there for a while. So he's actually put out a video, and I think it's called Anime Tourism. Well, that's what we are quoting it because he said something to the reference of new anime watchers or like anime tourists. And I can't say it as well as Bree can say it. So Bree, can you give us a little? I know you was in the middle, sorry, but go ahead.
No, you're good. Excellent timing.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, this guy, his name is Anime Man or The Anime Man, and he is also known for recent videos that are buzzing around right now saying One Piece is not political, because that is who we were dealing with when Patty first sent us this clip. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate this guy. I'm gonna be annoyed because One Piece is not political. What are you talking about? Okay, whatever.
Insane take.
But then he started this video again, 12 minutes long, and I was even like sitting down. I pulled up a Word document to take notes for all the things I can complain about. But instead of complaining, I don't know. I personally was listening and saying, yes, yeah, agreed. So this is going to be a fun discussion because I think Chatty Patty is on the absolute opposite end. But the core of his argument is kind of one of those old man get off my lawn rants at new anime fans coming in. I call it old man get off my lawn rant. Nope, I just said I also agreed with a lot of the things he said. And yeah, at its core, it's a little bit of a sense of not exactly entitlement, but with these new fans come into the fandom. They look around with very shallow understandings, and then because we're in an online internet culture and everyone's got a mic, even us, they come out with a bunch of bad takes. So this was his 12-minute explanation, video essay, rant, whatever you want to call it, on how he sees this phenomenon of new fans coming in, spouting out bad takes because they have a shallow understanding of anime, its cultural significance, its historical significance, and how it's developed over time. And I was really satisfied with it. I think one of my favorite things he said was comparing this new generation of fans of like, they are like Christopher Columbus fans. They come to this new world of anime, look around and say, yeah, I'm going to plant my flag. This is mine now. And I'm going to call this the West Indies. This is India. So they come in, claim it as theirs, and spout all kinds of inaccurate nonsense. Granted, in this video, he also acknowledged that he was a bit of an old man shaking his fist. And he also acknowledged that, that was kind of us 10, 15, 20 years ago when we first started watching anime. We were all new anime tourists at some point. But, you know, a bit of a difference between now and then is because of online life and culture, you know, we weren't spouting out bad opinions to anyone who asked in the same way that people are doing now all over social media. So I think I summed that up pretty well, but anyone else want to add?
When he said anime tourism is close to colonialism, comparing it to Columbus, the Christopher Columbus era of anime, I thought that was very highly insensitive. I felt that was idiotic. You can't sit there comparing new anime fans as another form of, like, it's just a bad take. That was just nasty.
Really? I just said that was one of my favorite lines. Okay, well, like,
you can't do that.
That's you worried that's like a little too insensitive to the history of colonialism?
Yes, you don't do that.
Here's the thing. I don't blame him for that, because that's been a term that was going around already for various other things. So I think, I want to say it was SNL. They had a skit like that where they were like, "Oh yeah, I found this restaurant, so I Columbused it." You know, and it was a friend of his showing him another restaurant, and he was like, no, this is my spot now. I'm the one who found this spot. So I don't know if we can just extrapolate all the way, like it's always going to be like the most cruel way of seeing something.
I just feel like it's here's the thing. I feel like when you make statements like that and you compare the two, you're downplaying what it really meant, what it really happened in that era. Yeah, it could be a joke, but that was tasteless. That was a bad joke. He should never said that. I have a big problem with that. I thought that was idiotic. I thought that was stupid. You cannot have a 12-minute video and start off saying that and then towards the ends and be like, oh, you know what? Because of you guys, I started recording again, and you guys give me putting life into, you know, me coming into critiquing anime, which I'm like, bro, really? You just sat there and said, people that's coming in here is giving you a blanket full of smallpox, right? Saying that we're taking over shit. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, thank you. Welcome. My nigga said, welcome.
Yeah,
I
was okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
Aside from
we
the
all
Columbus
started
metaphor,
that way.
Since you didn't like the Columbus metaphor,
Which is a claim he does make,
fair.
that everyone starts that way.
Yeah, I thought that was him balancing it, because the first half is a lot of him saying, this is the problem I have with them, this is what I don't like that they're doing, I don't like what I'm seeing. But he's also in that later half acknowledging, you know, new fans are the reason we have more quantity of anime, higher quality of anime, amazing shows coming out, a bunch of reboots coming out, a lot more money getting added to the industry. So he's saying on one level, he's sick of these fans and how they act and behave as anime fans online. But on the other hand, there is a benefit to them coming in the first place. So I do see what you mean. If it's like the Columbus metaphor gone, like played straight out, then yeah, you can't say on one hand, down with Columbus, on the other hand, you know, maybe thank you to Columbus. I get it. From that perspective, it's a messy metaphor to use. But I don't think it's unfair of him for him in the later half to say, like, okay, in these new fans' defense, they do come with some benefits. Because that's just true. I feel like that's something we've said.
Here's another thing, too, which I really don't. His take was horrible all around, from the moment you press play all the way to the end. Because
I swear we've said half the stuff he said.
Yeah,
we've said like 90% of the stuff.
Not in that way though. Hold on.
Okay.
I've always been like, at this point, because of the struggles and because of how limited our access were for anime. Yeah, there was times when I would beat my chest and act like I was an elitist. There was times like that. There was times when I used to talk my ish and say, yeah, this shouldn't have won. This should have won. But we all have. But that's because we all have opinions. We could have one. We could have a mic. We could say what we want to say. But I'm not sitting here saying that, oh, my shit is right, they're wrong. I have an opinion. I'll say, listen, this should have won. This should have did this. This should have did that. I feel like when you come in and say that, because he's more insulting than taking advantage of an opportunity to actually.
We're insulting. We call people all the time talking about their bad taste. If you just drop the word solo leveling in front of us, we're probably going to go on a 10-minute rant about unwashed ass and people who only watch Battle Shonen.
No, I only do that to people that's misogynistic and they say that listen, when I go at them,
we are on tape. Like,
no, it's probably on tape. Bring it up. Bring the tape out. Bring the tape out. I say what I say because of the fact that it comes with a purpose and a cause. If you come out and say, hey, you like this because you're this, and this, I got every right to pull out my bullets. I got every right to bust shots. I always take advantage of the fact that, hey, listen, if you think this show was great, and I'm like, this show, out of all the shows, tune into Black Ramen. I take advantage of that opportunity. I don't sit there and just chastise people. I only chastise people that don't open up their ass cheeks to let them water and that only think Dragon Ball is the best anime ever and there's nothing else. And they compare it to, there's a limit to my shit. I don't go in and insult our new fans. I don't go in and insult because we were
He's
all
not
that.
insulting all the new fans.
Yes,
He's
he is. If you're
no,
saying
I listened to this. I took notes.
No,
He's
no, I took notes
the
too.
new fans.
I did not take notes.
Act like they know everything and decide to put out bad opinions on time.
That's not the insult. He says that the new fans that come in that say that only watched anime through the pandemic don't have a right to say something. And he said that. Listen, it doesn't matter when they started watching. All of us started at one point. We can all have the right to have an opinion, even if you don't fucking agree with it. You don't sit there
that at the end of the video that
you shouldn't.
I am probably just an old man yelling right now because we all started at that point.
Then what's the point of making a video?
I'm
not going to forget what you just said.
Or you put the words online. Because I think the core of his isn't, hey, new fans, you don't know what you're talking about. It's new fans, stop acting like you know everything about the genre when you just got here. New fans, you are welcome here, but maybe do a little research, do a little Googling, understand a little more of the context before you come out saying that this is peak fiction of all things. That's solo leveling. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Fuck you, solo leveling. I've said my piece on solo leveling. I resent it. I don't hate it. I resent it because it's damn good and it could be better. And other things deserve that highlight. But that's me on solo leveling again. He's come in and said, yeah, if this is kind of all you know, all you've seen, stop acting like you are the authority on high quality anime. That's, I think, what bothers him. People who just started during the pandemic, so they're relatively new to anime as a whole, and they put their interpretation of what good or bad anime is with their limited viewpoint on all anime. Because one thing he really said is he doesn't like the kind of fans, he's directing this rant at the kind of fans who have a certain thing in mind that a good anime must have amazing fight scenes and great fight choreography and high animation quality. And if it doesn't have those things, it's not a good anime.
But you know,
I feel like that's why we would agree with him. Because, for example, he's saying the kind of fans who wouldn't say Odd Taxi is a good anime because there's no fight. That's the kind of thing that I think he was annoyed by when he sees it around in the anime bubble.
No, that's stupid. This is why I say that's stupid. Okay. When you make comments like that, right? I think it's you have to say it in a way where it doesn't attack, because he made it seem like it was like a general attack for people who just come into anime tourists. And I don't like that. Here's the thing, right? We all know in the industry, Crunchyroll and all these streaming services, or they are going to push what they think is popular or what is paying in their pockets, right? It's bad enough that we have Prime and Hulu that have certain anime titles that you won't even know until you are on that platform, right? Crunchyroll are dead. Even if you are, you probably won't see it. It's probably tucked in somewhere. But here's the thing. Crunchyroll is not going to advertise everything that they have that season. They are going to advertise what best interest is going to be like, hey, you know what? This studio put in extra money for us to push this out. We're going to push this out. So you know what? Instead of saying that, okay, you know what? As us, as new bees trying to get into what's popular, which is nothing wrong with that. Instead of taking advantage and say, hey, you know what? You should come listen to us. We'll tell you what other titles that you should be listening to. There's nothing wrong with being a newbie. But for you to say that it's a problem when I have an opinion about a title and my anime preference comes from 3 or 2 freaking titles that's been pushed and shoved down my throat from TikTok, from Instagram and all that. There's a way to say it without being a dick about it. Like if it wasn't not in that way.
Hold on.
I don't generalize. I don't generalize new people that
nasty.
come on that shit. I don't generalize people that come down. Not me. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh,
I
guys,
don't.
this is your sign to go back through Black Animes or Black Ramen Podcast, our archives. Look through
I
it
am
all,
very
and leave us a comment. If you're a long-time listener, especially,
no, I'm very
leave us a
specific
comment.
about.
Like,
Listen,
are you
I am
believing
very
what Patty's saying
specific.
right now? That we would never call someone a bozo with an unwashed ass.
No, I called them a bozo
bozo
with an unwashed ass when they say misogynistic dumb shit. Yes, I have a right to say that. All my bullets.
Nah, we say them if they like solo
bullets
leveling.
Got names on them.
Not like
Every
but
single
if they say
bullet I
that,
shot, every single gun I shot got a name on it, and I say that with chest.
Yeah,
Please stop using the gun metaphor. She's killing me right now.
Whoa.
But yeah, everything that I say is targeted to the person
Like,
or a specific person or a specific group that feel entitled to downplay or feel better than other people when they have their opinions. All of us are entitled to have our opinions. But when you come at me in my comments and say, hey, listen, oh, she don't know anything, or she's just a girl, or make me a sandwich and stuff, I have every right to shoot. I have every right to do what I have to do. But I'm not generalizing saying that, oh, all the new ones that came in that say this and that. No, I take advantage. I may make a joke or two, but I'm going to take advantage and say, hey, you know what? This is your perfect time to tune into Black Ramen and let us educate you, not even educate you, but let us put more vegetables on your plate so you can make the doodle slide. That's where I'm at with it. But when you come out and especially from a man who has the privilege to say that One Piece is not political, you can't make shit like this up.
In his
You
defense
can't say
on the
that.
clip,
You can't say that.
he did not actively say it, but he did laugh, and he very heavily implied that he believed that it's not political.
He said, how so? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he did not say the exact words, One Piece is not political, is all I'm saying. He heavily implied that he does believe that One Piece is not political.
Okay,
that's
scratch that. He heavily, I'm not going to take a take like that from a person who heavily implied that One Piece is not political. Is that correct?
We all have bad takes. But Derby, it seemed like you were trying to say something.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, in part, like Patty, what he was saying was about the anime tourists, as he calls them, who don't come in and say they know exactly what's good anime, and will look you, Patty, in the face and say, nah, you don't know good anime anymore. You're just old and you just believe in a lot of old-timey things. And nah, good anime is now this. JJK is peak. That's it. Point blank, period. I don't want to hear what you have to say. So that's who he's talking about. And he does make that clear.
I don't like it. You can't say that's who you're talking about and then come out and say, well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You actually put money in my pocket. I'm actually coming out and
you absolutely can. I agree. He's not saying you put money in pocket, but it's all these bad takes I see floating around made me want to pick up a mic. That's the reason I joined this podcast. I had to say something that y'all weren't saying. So the idea that a bunch of bad takes is inspiring people to talk up, to share their opinions.
Hold on.
A shitpost is a shitpost, but it does encourage engagement and makes the community a little bit more lively. There are downsides and there are upsides, and I feel like it's only right to say both. Downsides makes the internet a little toxic. Upsides, it's getting so much money flow into the industry to create absolute works of art. Like, there are down and upsides. And it's only right to mention both.
Due to the fact that more people are watching. Like, yeah, they're new. And here's the thing. As a newbie, you're just going to have silly takes. And we probably had them too. But without, Twitter and, phones in our hands and pockets back then, you weren't really going into a comment messaging board to give your bad take. You were busy trying to find, like, one of the 5 shows that existed back then that you needed to watch. It's like, I need this. I can't really spend time talking and giving a bad take right now. I need to find the next show I'm going to watch because I only have 4, right? I need the 5th one.
Yeah, I think this was bad. I just think it was bad. Like, there's a way to say it. I don't I don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that you comparing it to colonialism. I don't like the fact that you brought up Columbus era. I don't like the comparison to none of that shit. I feel like, nah, I hate it. I hate it. As a Black person, I hate it. As a Haitian person, I hate it. You could have went anywhere with it. I don't care if it was a joke prior, especially a man. Nah, you can't say that.
Colonialism, I can live with. I can accept your what you said with the Columbus thing, like especially when you brought up like the smallpox. I'm like, you know what? It is a bit more tasteless now that I hear it. It's a little bit fucked up. But colonialism, that's vast, and that one's fine.
Yeah, not for me. I don't like that.
That's fine.
I don't like that. That's way too much because you know why? I was a newbie, but I felt like if there were more people that were more inviting and more here's the crazy thing, right? With this platform, right? I feel like we have the power to do so much good. In the few minutes that we've been, in the past couple of days, we've noticed a up in our listening and viewership, which we have to say it's because of the clips and because of TikTok, right? I have to say that. And if it wasn't for the listeners, if it wasn't for the viewers, we wouldn't even be able to do what we do right now, right? And if you're new coming on to this, just know that's another heartbeat you just gave us. So when a person comes and says something like that, that's so insensitive, that's so fucking idiotic, I just start to just be like, man, that's just fucked up, because you could have just took this and just say, hey, you know what? Before you say that, before you start thinking you're anime elitist, I got something to put on your plate. I got this, I got that. I feel like with that statement, it really felt like it was really punching those that just got in. Regardless of, he made it said, oh, you know, this is specifically for those elitists that just watched anime yesterday. I find it very hard to believe that there are elitists that just watch like 3 titles and think they know everything there is about anime.
I think
I find it hard to believe.
I'm sorry. I want to punch some of these people because I want people to come in with a bit of humbleness, and I think that's the core of his message too. Come in, be humble, acknowledge when you're new here, acknowledge when you might be wrong, before you're just coming with absolute authority because you know you've been watching anime for the past few years and you've watched both seasons of JJK. So
yeah, we're sorry, JJK. We don't mean to give you strays like that. Like you just top of mind.
All right. What made it even worse?
Damn good.
What made it even worse is that he's telling people to don't go that route. Be calm. Take accountability for the wrong shit or whatever, for acting like a elitist. And when people are coming at him saying, hey, listen, this was kind of like a bit much. And then his response is, it's only Japanese cartoon. Touch grass. Go outside. It's not that deep. Nah, man. The whole message now goes out the window. The whole message goes out the window.
No, I still agree with this. We are talking about Japanese cartoons.
No. The way he says is just Japanese cartoons. It's deep.
Not that deep.
No, it is deep.
We love it.
Because it puts money in his pocket. It's deep because he's able to have a career and call himself the anime man. It's deep. It's deep.
Right, that's a good title.
Right? We advocate for having a better representation of anime, making sure that when it does get its flowers, we sit here and we complain about the fact that, hey, when it even gets to like Golden Globes or Oscars, we hear people calling, just cartoons and stuff like that, and not giving it respect and recognition. And now you're going that same route? No, it's not just cartoons. It's not just Japanese cartoons.
It's got to be in context. It's got to be in context. It deserves to be an art form, but even art is different than like life and death situations. We're not talking about prison reform in America here. We're talking about an art form we love. Things that we have a lot of passion for, But at the same time, if it gets something so it's ruining your life, if you're like
You don't get
always
to
fuming
say
mad,
that
you
if it's
spend all
build your
hours
name. You don't get to
typing
say that if
online
it's
being
build your
pissed at
career. You're
people,
only known for anime cartoons.
you absolutely can, because especially these days,
We're not
some
talking about some
people can
people. We're
get
talking
real
about what
crazy.
he's saying
Some
and not
people can
take
get crazy. Some
accountability.
people can
You
start
got a
doxing each
title
other.
because of this. Your existence is because you went online and you talk about Japanese cartoons. And then you're saying, well, hold up, it's just Japanese Like, you ain't eat off of this shit. Like, you ain't making money off of this shit. Like, you're not known off of this shit. For God's
But
sakes,
the
you're
topic
anime
itself,
man. And
like
then
I
to
said, it's
sit
not
So
here
prison
and
it
reform.
sounds
you
like
hold on,
for
wait,
him
hold
it's
on.
just a
And
sorry.
hold on. Let me land the plane. I'm good. And for you to sit here and use the same stereotype shit that they tell us that we don't do, go outside and touch grass, and to use that to people that tell you, hey, listen, I feel like this is insensitive. And for you to use that against us, the same shit they used to tell you in high school, that's stupid. That's stupid. This man is he full of shit. He full of shit. But go ahead. My plan landed. Go ahead.
So I mean, for me, it sounds like this is just a job to him, and that's fine. Like I'm sorry. Like I know like it should be somebody's passion if they're online and making content, but for many people, it's just how they pay the bills. So like you coming at them about like the philosophical portion of it all, and they're just like, yo, it's just my day job. I don't care that much. Please don't ask me about it again. So if anyone feels that strongly and you are a fan of his, like the easiest thing you can do is unsubscribe if you really don't want to hear his takes. If you still find enjoyment in his stuff, then keep watching. That's all I can tell you. Like that's the best way to deal with this.
I don't even think he's saying it in that way, and I would never say that this is just a job to him. The perspective I'm coming from when I agree with the statement, it's just Japanese cartoons, go out and touch grass, is I've had my own enjoyment and love of certain light novels, of certain shows sucked away because I get stuck in the anime online
You
fan
fools.
discourse. I get so busy being mad,
Never feed the
feeding
trolls.
trolls, arguing with people online, that I lose the love I have of it. I get so invested in this bad argument, bad take. How could they say that? How could they think like that? That I'm no longer even enjoying the thing I should love. So you know what? I turn off the screen, I touch some grass, and I just watch a show I love again. Sometimes you got to take that step back and think, hey, why are we doing this? Because we love these Japanese cartoons. It's just Japanese cartoons, but that's not in a it doesn't matter way, but it's in a this is meant to be something that you enjoy. If you're getting mad, if you're getting like too deep in these furious conversations, step away. So to me, a touch grass statement, it's just anime cartoon statement, doesn't mean it's not in the same derogatory way we see in award shows where animation categories are passed over. It's in a way that means like, yo, you're getting too deep into this and you're getting too toxic about it and it's poisoning your own love of it. Like Derby said, if there's a certain creator, you don't like what they're saying, unfollow, block, step away. Your life will be absolutely fine if you don't see those takes on their
So
feed
why didn't he
anymore.
do that?
So that's what I meant when I say it's not politics, it's not prison reform. I can't just step away from prison reform because that's still a reality in America. Not to get too political, but this anime, if you have a bad take and really do think Solo Leveling deserved to be anime of the year, I'm just going to go touch grass, do some meditation, and rewatch Freerun, the anime that should have gotten.
That's crazy to compare prison reform to just anime. That's wild to me. But I just feel like
the point is that it doesn't compare.
That's
It
what I
doesn't
mean.
compare.
Anime-
Like prison reform is so overwhelmingly
Yeah, exactly.
higher that is something you have to keep your mind on. Whereas somebody has a bad anime take,
right, and it's not
like,
shitting on
all right,
anime
unsubscribe.
to
Block.
not compare it to prison
You can
reform.
block trolls. You can't.
he could do
block-
the same thing too. He made a video responding to his fans or
he
followers or whatever.
Foolishly fed the
And
trolls.
he
Foolishly fed the trolls. Something I encourage everyone to never do.
Yeah, but if you're saying that, it applies to him as well.
I do.
So you can't just say that to one. You can't just say that to one part of the situation.
Yeah, I'm not saying just his fans
So-
have to not feed the trolls. He should also not feed the trolls.
Right.
But
And
he
you-
chose to feed the trolls. I can't control the man.
Yeah, I mean that's not. I'm not really talking about just control. I'm just saying that should be on both sides of the spectrum.
I
If
wish
you're
it was
sitting
the
there-
default. I wish
You
nobody
know?
fed the trolls.
I just.
He also is saying in that video that he's just one guy putting out opinions.
He's just a bad person. I just feel like he's a bad person.
I don't know about bad person,
he's a
but
villain. He's a bad
I don't know
person.
about bad person, but I'll give you that.
He's a bad person. He's a bad person. He's rotten right now. He's trying to maintain his head up, but they're coming for him and with just cause, because you can't just say, like, he is just unbelievable.
I haven't heard anywhere near enough of his takes to say he's a bad person. I'll give you, he has bad takes.
I went down the rabbit hole, and okay, there's one critique in particular when a lot of people were worried about fan service in anime, right? And instead of just saying, hey, you know what? If it's not for you, it's not for you. He's basically said, he said, if there's certain animes, that's a certain genres, it's not for you, it's not for you. He made it his business to say, listen, that's just part of the culture and you have to accept it. Of underage lollies, it's just something you have to just take it with a grain of salt. That's just what it is, right? And I'm like, bro, you could have just went in a route and just say, listen, at the end of the day, yes, this comes with what you love and what we're trying to consume as far as like anime and its art form and shit. Yeah, there's things that you look at like, damn, this is not my cup of tea. But for you to say that I am bugging for not wanting fan service and that, yeah, this has just come with an underage, damn, how can I say it without actually getting cut out with saying, you know what I mean? Underage, inappropriate shit.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But you know what I mean? So I just feel like, if y'all don't know, I don't know what to tell you. But listen.
If you don't know, you might be an anime tourist. I'm sorry to say.
I'm still confused what the problem with this, because what he said still sounds reason. I'd have to hear the whole quote,
I went to a deep dive.
There is some things that we all side eye in anime, and you do just got to take it with a grain of salt.
That's crazy, but but I just feel like that's a terrible way of handling it. If you're not going to feed the trolls, don't feed the trolls. And then if you're going to say something that is just cartoons, hold on, you're not going to spend. When he made these videos, he made sure to be in a specific room in his house, in his studio, to make sure there's billions and billions. There's like hundreds of manga, statues, all that. So it's more than just being a job for him. He made sure he's in it. He made sure to tell us that, yeah, he's half Japanese. He made sure to let us know, like, hey, this is what I love. This is what I'm doing. So for you to downplay, I feel like how he said it was a downplay to just say it's just Japanese cartoons. It's just the same shit that makes money in your pocket, the same shit that gives your channel life. Like, I would never, as a podcaster, as a content creator, when someone comes to me and say, well, it's just anime or it's just Japanese cartoons. Nah, it's not just Japanese cartoons. Sometimes my life ain't shit. Sometimes I got to deal with bills. Sometimes I just have to deal with unnecessary adulting things. Sometimes depression just comes over me. And then you know what? I can just easily just go into an isekai and pretend like I'm not here. I can easily just pick up a manga and pretend like I'm got to find a princess to make sure she eat this apple because it's the best apple in the world. Sometimes I got to be like, all right, cool. I'm in this series and I'm in the Gundam and I could annihilate the society and capitalism and make sure that everybody gets bread on the table. That's the type of shit that we talk about, and that's the type of shit that we will never downplay and say, hey, listen, it's just Japanese. The amount of money that we put into this industry, the amount of money that Derby and Bree put into this industry. If you can see it in their house, it's crazy.
It's very funny.
It's true. I can't sit. But go ahead. What you say?
Now, the other day, we were looking at one of our shelves, and it was just like Bree's To Be Read shelf. And Bree was like, "Yeah, I think there's $1,000 on this shelf." And I'm like, "No, there isn't. It's like $500. We counted the books. It's like $1,500." But that was just the To Be Read shelf, like the shelf to read in the future. But that's besides the point. The thing is,
you just proved my point.
No. The thing is, here's the thing. That is a passion of ours. So that's something we love and adore. So for us, it's not just anime. It's not just manga. It's like, it's deep in us. Like you said, like, this is, you're having a bad day and you put that on, like, yo, music is like this for, like, a lot of art forms are like this for a lot of people. Here's the thing. If you came at me, there are people who love code. Love it. Like, that is their bread and butter every day. Like, the end of the day, they love nothing more than to sit down and just type in some code, you know, solve some puzzles, and that's their love. If you ask me, it's just code. That's my day job. I don't care about it that much. I'm okay at it. I get the job done. You know, they pay me money for it. It puts food on my table, keeps a roof over my head, but it ain't a passion.
Yeah, but you're not calling yourself Decode Man. You're not also making videos critiquing other people who coding.
You ain't hear my interview.
Yeah, but that's the interview. That's the interview. To continue to sit there and call yourself the code man throughout the whole existence of your channel and critiquing other people who code, sometimes you look at it as like, nah, nigga, you really going out your way. And he's said it more than once. He lives and breathes it. This is his shit, and he has the right to say whatever he has to say because he's the elitist. You don't sit there and call yourself an elitist when it's just a job. This is more to him than just bread and butter, and he knows it. And he makes it his business to let us know every single day that he knows it, that he's better, and that he has the right to say whatever he wants in this community because of how long he's been there. Whatever you want to call him.
Cool.
So
call him an anime troll and let's move on.
So the reason I brought this up instead of just saying, yeah, he's fucked up, is because I want to create a safer space for people who just got in here, right? There's times, I'm not going to take it away, that there's times I could be a bully and say, hey, listen, if y'all thought Soul Leveling was this...
Right now. Probably fuming right now.
I know.
No matter how she called you out earlier.
I'm not, so I don't want to create a safer space for them. If you're new, coming in, have a slice of the delicious free humble pie, and know you're kind of new here. You're kind of new here. Take some time to look around before you open your mouth. And if you do open your mouth, just be willing to get some criticism. And that's all. Everyone is welcome to their opinions. You're welcome to share them, and your opinions are also going to get critiqued. People are going to get critical. I think that's all being part of the anime community. So, like, I don't know what you mean by you want to be a safer space. You're welcome. We want more people to watch. We're excited for them to watch. And just, if you're coming in saying this is the absolute end-all, be-all, everything else is trash if it's not like this, we're going to say
it's
you're
okay
wrong.
to say you're wrong, but for you to call me, you know, part of the Christopher Columbus area, I think that's wrong. So
the Christopher Columbus, I give you.
So that's why I'm saying it should be a safe space.
Now on here, I'll give you the Christopher Columbus.
You know,
but a tourist, I can easily see that. Like,
no, there's nothing wrong with being a tourist.
There are people who have said some wild shit. Like, you know, people will go out their mouth and be like, yo, they've been watching anime for like 2 years, and they're like, yo, One Piece is the worst anime I have ever seen. It's the worst one ever made. And it's like, that didn't come from a place of knowledge. You know, that didn't come from a place of, like, I've seen a few shows, I've seen a few genres, and then, you know, made an educated statement. It's just, I ain't like this one, and it's the worst, and everyone else must agree that it's the worst, even though I have no credibility in this space.
Yeah, I think that's the core of it. It's not just they're coming with bad opinions. It's they're coming saying our opinions are the correct opinions now, and yours are just old. Not just they're new here, but they're new here and you were old and it's their time now. That's the core.
I think we're finally reaching that point where we're clashing in the same way as people clash with like music, where it's like, yo, back in my day, music was the best, but it's somehow different now, where it's just a lot of youngins are saying, yo, now in my day, music is phenomenal and it's the greatest music ever made. And it's like, no.
But now I feel like it's a little different. We can't compare it to music because I feel like now we're eating better than we ever have been, right? We're getting more.
Not.
Huh?
Why can't we compare it to music? Because back in the day, there was like a few music artists that could break through. Now, because of YouTube and various other streaming platforms, how I think MySpace was SoundSpace, I think is the other one, where like people can just release their songs. Like I've seen songs on TikTok where people are just self-releasing. Like they get their studio time, they're not going through a studio or a major publishing house. It's just like they're not going through a record label. They're just going, hey, I got some songs. I got a piano in my house. I wrote the songs. I saved up like $5,000 to $2,000, whatever it costs to like rent a studio for a day, and I recorded all my songs, and then I released them myself on Spotify. Like more and more artists are popping out. The same way we see anime, more and more anime is coming out.
Okay. So the reason I say it is kind of like I don't think we should compare it to hip hop is because
I didn't say hip hop, I said music.
Okay, so music. All right. I feel like we're getting more right now in this era, more anime than we ever gotten before. Right? More than like say for instance, you see how music is, right? We've always had access to music in different variations, platform records, cassettes. Right. But when it came to anime, all that stuff was limited years ago. We've only got Anime Network. You were only able to get the 3 parts on YouTube or get VHS in the mall or whatever, right? But now I feel like...
I'm sorry, but that is my argument with the music. Back in the day, if you weren't on like VH1 or what was it, 106 and Park, like for hip hop, like your song did not make it out. Like you were in the Walmart parking lot trying to sell your mixtape.
Oh, I'm not going from the perspective of I'm going from the consumer side. I'm not going as a person from, let's try to go back to the consumer side of things, not as a creator. Okay. I get what you're saying. So as a consumer.
But from the consumer side too, you're acting like, Akira isn't an absolute masterpiece that stands the test of time. Things like Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note from the solid 2000s, 2010s can't match up to, anime right now. Just because it doesn't have the budget, animation quality might not match up, but you can't say those aren't still masterpieces. And the other big issue is you can't say XYZ series is absolutely amazing, best that ever was, without acknowledging how much it took from, say, Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama, how much it took inspiration from Astro Boy and our man Tezuka. Like, you can't look at now and give it its props and glory without acknowledging the history and the context that came before it. You can't say now is the golden age of anime without, giving the flowers to the people.
It's not
who
about
built
flowers.
It up in the first place.
It's just the difference
that's the core
of
that some
expansion.
Of these new fans, they come in and act
it's not
like
about flowers. It's just a difference of expansion of now of how it was back then and how it was now. You know how now people are critiquing music and saying, "Oh, everything sounds the same," da 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 da, and this and that and the third, because now it's more of it, right? Now we're just like, okay, you know what? It's a little diluted or whatever the case is when it comes to different genres of music. But when it comes to anime, every single streaming service has at least 3 to 5 titles of anime that you could dive into. They're not producing, they're not advertising it as much. But hold on, let me land. All I'm saying is that when it comes to us now having more of different platforms to watch it in, being more accessible, it's not like that back then. So, but the only problem is that people are not listening to Black Ramen Podcast to know where you can actually watch these titles. Yeah. That is the main problem.
That is the main issue.
And the reason I say safe space, when I say, listen, when you coming in, take your shoes off the door, put your shoes at the door, whatever, when I say safe spaces and trying to create a place where newbies can come in or anime tourists, is because you can have your opinion, right? You could say what it is that you want to say about whatever title or whatever anime company or studio and feel like an anime should be put this and should be put that. Just respect. Just give respect. That's it. Don't call me dumb for liking this. Don't compare me to colonialism for saying I think this is the best anime in the world. You could say that, but while you sit here, I'm going to show you 5 different types of cheese to go on your fucking cracker.
Here's the thing.
So that's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing. You can 100% look at a show. Hell, if you've seen one show and you go, fuck, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, that is a fair statement. But if I come to you after having seen like thousands of shows and I say, "Oh, there's a few other shows that I think you'd like better," and you go, "Absolutely not. This is peak. Fuck you. Your opinion doesn't matter, old head." That is a very different conversation.
It's all about respect. You shouldn't say "fuck you." Your opinion don't matter. Than when you came to my house, you can't say that. But I mean, you could still say if I give you 5 other
like you said, they came to your house. They're visitors. They're guests. Yeah. All right. So they're tourists.
They're tourists that I'm trying to make stay because I want more content.
Yeah.
Because not just I want more content. I want more anime to come out. So we're trying to. The reason anime is vast the way it is right now is because of the tourists.
Yeah, more people are coming in.
All I'm just saying is just you got to be respectable at the end of the day. If you say you like this, and regardless of how many titles I put in front of you, you just say still this is the best of all time. Granted, that's fine. But when you come to me and you say you're stupid for liking this, you don't know what you're talking about, that's the problem. I felt like if he addressed it a different way and said that, because that's what you guys are saying. You're saying that he's...
That's what he did say.
I don't like
that is what he did say. He's not saying they're stupid.
He did not emphasize
He's saying
that.
They're stupid for calling
I don't think he emphasized in it more. And then when he got...
Oh, I wish you could see the look up
when
in
he killed... No, and the fucked up thing is when he got called out on it, instead of just saying, maybe I should have said this, and then instead you say that as a response, as a rebuttal. No, he's wrong for saying that. He's wrong for saying that. It's just, no, I don't agree with his stance. I don't agree with his approach. And as people who've been in the community for X amount of long that he's been in, like more than 10 years, do better, my nigga. If you supposed to be Unc, do better.
Yeah, that was weird that he called himself Unc. I didn't care for that.
I mean, that's what he called himself, but
I didn't care for that. That's where I had a problem. Like,
out of all this shit, you got a problem with Unc. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's where I had a problem. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like,
but I'm kind of glad.
Cramps.
But I am glad that we are.
But Unc feels wrong.
But I am glad that it came to a point now that we're having discussions like this. I never thought we could. Maybe 10 years ago, if you told me we would sit here and put out an episode and have a discussion about this in particular, being able to critique without being, disrespectful or what is considered disrespectful and what considers out of pocket. Just having a discourse about this in general blows my mind. And for that, I would say that I'm thankful that we're able to actually have talks like this to expand the community, to again, create a safe space for everybody who is partaking in this medium and having an opinion. You can't have an opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not know this. 5 years ago, I was not a One Piece fan. I didn't understand anything. But you know what? Praise Goda in the name of Goda.
Amen.
I was delivered. I saw
Hallelujah.
the light.
It was never too late to turn to the light, Sister Patty.
Talk nice, Pat. Come on, Bree. Go ahead, Preacher Bree. Go ahead.
Well, that being said, I think it's time for some feel-good anime.
All right.
We're going along crazy times right now. So we want to make sure we're doing a mental health check-in to make sure you guys are doing well or feeling better, throughout all these different circumstances. Adulting is adulting, and it's not fun. It's not safe. I looked at the analytics of the people that listen to us. You guys are up there in age. So we appreciate y'all because out of going to work and paying the bills, you took the time to listen to us. Your adult self. Look at you. Look at you paying bills and still listening to the Black Ramen. Kudos to you. But in the meantime, in between time, we know that you want to listen or watch something feel good for you to feed your soul. So we got a bunch of good anime that we want you to... What?
This will be good for the anime tourist.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Expand your horizons.
Yeah. This right now is the season for good soup. So this is a good anime, a good soup right here. So who wants to start off first? Matter of fact, let me give it to Derby and then we're going to go to Bree.
Yeah, I'll take one of them. All right, so
go ahead.
I'll choose With You in the Rain as the one of the feel-good shows this season. So basically it's about a chick who adopts a raccoon dog, even though it's definitely not a dog, but she thinks it's a dog and it's just a mixed breed. That's besides the point. The point is this raccoon dog, for whatever reason, can write, so he can fucking, tell her, hey, yo, I'm really easy to take care of. Like, he fully, writes it down on a notepad. He just carries it around. But the show is just about her having this new pet, and then just her friends and families and neighbors, interacting with them. And a lot of the episodes are them in the bath, just in a non-sexy way, thank God. Fuck you, Inukai's dog. But they're just chilling, vibing out. It's just raining. They're in a bath. The lights are down. They're dim. Actually, no fan service. So if you have a deep hatred of fan service, it's not there. They're just chilling. Like, he got a little leaf on his head. They're just relaxing, fully, part of the dilemma. Yo, you might fall asleep, but not because it's boring, just because it's that soothing.
I have fan service for the rain. Any animation that has beautiful raindrops that's my fan service. I love it. And in the sound too, when it all comes together, it's just great animation. And the steam from the tub listen, if that doesn't give you rejuvenation, sit down, relax your ass for a little bit before you take this overtime shift right now. Just put your feet up, put this on. This is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. I love this. I love this. The attention to detail is great.
Yeah. I mean, we've raved about My Roommate as a Cat. It's a lot like that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to watch that again. That was good.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Bree, are you ready for the next one, or you want me to go?
No, absolutely. I can get it. I hopefully have a quick second. So, Derby might be mad at me for stealing this, but I want to take See You Tomorrow at the Food Court.
I'm a little mad.
I get that right?
Mad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he had gotten the manga ages ago. It's a one-shot manga, which means it's only a one volume, and that's the entire story, a single volume. I didn't want to read it. It's just one volume.
The amount of times I have begged her to read this, because I'm like, yo, this is up your alley. You'll love it.
Nah, I don't want to read it. I don't feel like it. Anyway, so it got an anime adaptation. It's
these damn tourists. They don't want to read nothing.
Episodes long. Get off my back. Get off my back. It's only 6 or 8 episodes long. And all it is 2 friends from middle school that ended up going to different high schools as they got older. But they said, hey, where can we still hang out to make sure we still talk to each other every day? I got it. The mall by the schools, we'll meet in the food court. So all it is them every day after school going to the food court with a bunch of fan service. They have some, not fan service, but product placement. A bunch of product placement. They get some KFC, and then I sit there and watch, damn, I wish I could have a 2-piece. Then they get some Baskin Robbins. Like, damn, I wish I got a double scoop. And they just eat and chill and chat. And that's all the show is. But when I tell you, it is so pleasant and satisfying to watch. It made me laugh out loud. It made me text some of my old friends from college and high school. Just like, damn, remember those good times. And that's it. That's all it is. They just hang out and chat in the food court as they eat some fast food.
You don't talk to me like that.
I talk to you all the time.
She does.
I send you pictures.
No, Derby sent me pictures.
We both send you pictures, Patty. Come on.
I'm trying to get more, Derbs. You fucking up the flow. All right? All right.
My bad. I apologize. Bree, send her more pictures.
Appreciate it. So I have a title. April showers bring May flowers. I think I mentioned this once, but that was like 3 episodes ago. This right here is feel good to me because it just is, man. You know how something just feel good? You can't explain it, just feel good. It just feel good. So it's about a 15-year-old girl who just finds beauty in everything. There's actually a club in her school that is called the beauty. I think it's called the Beauty Club, where you go to the classrooms, you clean up every morning, you put a pot of flowers or whatever. Make it. Change the ambiance, because once you change the ambiance, you look at something beautiful, you feel beautiful. That's her thing. So then she links up, well, the popular boy in school notices her, and she's like, you don't notice me. I'm average. But it's so beautiful because the guy really sees her for her, not just her, because she's really just an average girl. She's not ugly. She's not a baddie. She just exists. So she doesn't feel like she deserves any attention from this guy, but he's like, no. You deserve all the attention. because you are you. And that's why it's a feel good to me. I love it. I love it. This is the only problem is I'm going to tell you right now, you might have to shiver me timbers for this one. If you know what I mean. Because I can't find this anywhere without getting my feet wet. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Derbs, you know another terminology. There it is. You know what the terminology is. So, yeah, that is my feel good. Do you guys have any other feel good?
Yes, we do.
We have two more. Bro, you want to take one?
Okay, well, the first one, we spoke about it previously in some of our other episodes, but Ruri Rocks is just such a pretty delight. If you want to learn something without really feeling like you're learning something, go ahead and watch Ruri Rocks. All it is a girl, she wants some pretty gems, but she's broke. So she can't go to the jewelry store. Well, one day, she meets a chick who's like studying archaeology in college, and it's like, oh, yeah. We can just go mountain climbing and find rubies and opals. And okay, they don't go after diamonds, but they might eventually. So all this is they go hiking through the woods to various sites where they can, excavate some rocks. They tap open the rocks and like, look at this. And they tell you how the various gemstones form. It's edutainment, and just the animation quality is ridiculously good.
It's
like
so
for
pretty.
no reason.
First of all, the rocks that you're going to notice first is them racks right there. Because first of all, I never seen a white button down fit a woman so lovely. And these jeans is painted on. Genuine was talking about these jeans when he was singing about jeans. These jeans is painted. What? What? Go ahead, Derb. You got it? But I'm just saying, if you like those other rocks too, the jiggle physics on this is on point. Yeah, this is definitely a
yeah, so unlike my last one, there's fan service.
There's a lot of fan service. Cause somebody trolled and said this was a Yuri.
But it's so tasteful. It's like someone challenged him, like, can you do fan service without showing an inch of skin? I want her buttoned up to the neck, long pants, and hiking boots.
Yeah, I think they put her in a maid outfit, and she still wasn't showing that
blessed.
skin.
She's blessed.
And it was still like...
Nah, she's blessed. She's blessed.
Good camera work.
It is good. It is good. When we talk about animation, it's definitely this. This is good. This is good. Derby, you got another one? Because Bree went this one, right?
I think the last one I have is dealing with the Mikadono sisters is a breeze. So this is a harem. So I'm gonna start it there. I'm gonna start it there. And here's the thing: if you don't like harems, I would actually recommend that you try it anyway. Like, this is one of those where I'm like, fuck. Like, usually, in almost any harem show I watch, I choose a girl, and I'm like, I want her to win. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I want her to win. But this is the first time since like 100 Girlfriends, which not too long ago, but still since 100 Girlfriends, where I'm like, I don't know who I want to win. Well, in 100 Girlfriends, they all win, but you know what I mean. Like, all of the three main chicks that he's supposedly going after, the three sisters, are just so qualified for this, and just have so much overflowing personality and for themselves. And he is so goated in like how, and the quips and the speed at which he can answer things, like when things are like insulting him, and it doesn't do any of the annoying tropes where like he walks in on one in the bathtub and then she immediately smacks him. It's like, no, he walks in and it's like, okay, here's some time to explain what the fuck is happening. And then it's just him trying to build like family bonds with them, because that's what he's after. And it's super
no, that feels
sweet.
good.
Yeah, every 3 episodes is like a mini arc with one of the sisters, and it's just
I
real
like
nice.
that.
It's just him cooking them dinner.
We gotta clarify: the
snacks.
girls are sisters. He is not related at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. Yeah, he's just been brought
Okay,
in.
I like that.
Good catch, Bree.
Bree with the assist.
No interest.
So I have another one. Let's go karaoke. I think I mentioned this once, So let's go karaoke. The reason I like this so much is because, okay, let me give you the quick synopsis. There is a Yakuza who has, I think the boss has put him in a competition to be able to sing the best karaoke in order for them to be, I think what happens to the loser? Their hair gets shit?
Yeah, no one needs to be the best. He just needs to not be the
that's
loser.
What he said, yes.
And this year, the boss is very into tattooing himself.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
So he doesn't, he's like, nah, I can't. No, can't. So he finds, I think he's in high school. No, a middle school student who once upon a time was actually a very a great singer, but he is going through puberty right now. So there's certain notes that he cannot hit. So he's questioning if he can still sing. So this Yakuza character, the main character, asks the boy, listen, come with me to karaoke. Let me practice. Help me how to, at least be decent. This boy is like, whatever. He doesn't want to help him out at first at all, right? Because the more he thinks about it, the more he has to come to terms with, I am about to lose my ability to really sing well. And it hurts every day.
No alto or soprano notes for you, my friend. You are a tenor.
Listen, once the balls drop.
Or bass.
Once the balls drop. I don't know. There's no Ave Maria with this one. But yeah, I find it to be a feel good because at some point he does find his passion for singing again. This is not an end for what he loves, but it's more of a coming of age to realize, hey, listen, I'm getting older. This is a course of life that I have to embark, and I can't wait to actually dive into, which I should. This is a blessing. This is like this to me is a feel good. Not to mention the food in this karaoke spot, because when he pulls out this menu, I might be biased. It might be just the menu, because everything, the fried rice, because he always orders the shrimp fried rice, and it always looks good, piping hot. He doesn't partake in any mics. He's just like, give me the spoon, my nigga. Let me get the fried rice.
Yeah, I'm here for free food.
Any karaoke spot that has fried rice like that, nigga, give me a room right now. Like, just give me a room. But yeah, I feel like this is a feel good, and yeah, y'all got another one.
I'm tapping.
All right.
I got a brief honorable mention since you were talking about food. Fermat's Kitchen.
Ooh.
This is an anime. You can find it on YouTube, like full episodes. They're licensed. Fermat's Kitchen, where a boy who's a math Olympiad and math genius realizes, I actually ain't shit at math. Goes to the competition, gets washed, can't answer a single thing. Mm-hmm. But he happens to have a weird encounter with a chef, where the chef's like, yo, you can use your mathematical mind to cook. So it's a food anime. So think Food Wars without the exploding clothing. So we're only a few episodes in. I can't 100% recommend it yet. But if you just want a good food anime, here's one. It's nice. My only thing that pisses me off is they keep putting ketchup on pasta. And I don't support that.
Is it ketchup or is tomato paste? Is ketchup? Yeah, that gotta go.
But I do support that.
No, I don't like that.
I'm not Italian. I don't have to follow their rules.
Nah, I don't like that. Take that extra step. Get the jar. There is one honorable mention. I'm sorry. There's one honorable mention. I think I mentioned this once, but Captivated by You, ladies and gentlemen. I love.
The same people who made the other one.
They made what?
I think they're the same people who make Let's Go Karaoke.
Is it? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going 2 for 2. Thank you. Captivated by You. The reason I like this, I feel it's a feel good, is because I like the way that this boy is teasing the other boy. And just it's not an ayo. It is what it is. It is definitely ayo. Like, this is definitely intentional. This is intentional. So this guy who makes these little poses and says, Hey, am I cute? Am I cute? It's just like that little meme with that boy. It was like, you think I'm
It's
cute?
adorable.
Yes or no?
I believe it's adorable.
Yes,
is the
yes,
word.
adorable. Yes. So I love it. And then the guy himself is like, yeah, whatever. He ends up going home and thinking about all the adorable stuff that this guy's done. And he's like, what the hell? He really is adorable. And it's just cool. This is a little subtle BL. It's not given like it's supposed to be, but like given, if you guys know. But yeah, this is very nice. It's, to me, it's been a while since I've seen it's been a long time since I've seen a BL in your face like this. In Crunchyroll.
That's because Cherry Magic was screwed over by not even being nominated for Best Romance of the Year.
It wasn't it?
Let me ask you something, right? Is it because it's BL that it wasn't nominated for romance, or is it because it wasn't getting enough ratings? Was people not tuning into this?
I can't imagine it not getting enough rating. It's a very well-known anime, very well-known. I can't remember if it was a manga or light novel first. It had a live-action adaptation. And again, lesser anime were nominated for Best Romance. So that's what made it silly. It was just blatantly skipped over as a romance altogether. And I won't say it's because it's BL, but I feel like it's because it's BL. It's not like they had like an amazing year of romance anime and just missed it.
Yeah, I think it just had a bad year for nominations for as far as the Crunchyroll Awards went. Because remember, like almost everything was like done. It was like the same 3 shows over and over.
Yeah, but Bree said they were even no names that were nominated for the Best Romance.
I said lesser anime, and like not exactly unknown, but things that like you have to really squint and turn your head sideways to even call it a romance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, like what was it? Like Too Many Heroines got like nominated, and it's like,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, definitely check Captivated by You. It's only 5 episodes, so it's good. It's feel good. It's sweet. It's endearing, and that's it for our feel good anime that you should definitely tune into to get your dose of feel good. And for all the newbies, hey, hi, hello, and
we have show recommendations all the time.
Please we do. And let me navigate you to this room right here where Madam Bree will tell you the rules and regulations of what not to do, because she will definitely kick you the fuck out. So go ahead, Bree. Go ahead, Bree. Tell them what it is.
It's just if I'm inviting you, if you're coming into my house, you wipe your feet on the mat and you don't jump on the sofa. That's all. Just
we don't ask for much.
You can have an opinion. Just be humble, in case someone says, "Hey, consider this."
And if you,
that's it. That's the last note.
And if you don't want to consider it, that's cool. Just be respectable. If you don't agree, you can not agree. Just don't tell me I'm wrong, or I'm not wrong, but don't tell me I'm dumb for making a suggestion to you.
Right, we're in a game of opinions, so no one is right or wrong in this situation. Art is subjective, as I have said multiple times on this show.
And we're the ones with the mic, so we rule everything. So
we also have a book, so
we're kind of a big deal, y'all. Just a little bit.
We're kind of experts.
But before we go, I just really do want to say thank you to all the listeners that have really been supporting us for the past couple of weeks. Hey, y'all. Hey. What's up? Yeah, I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate the comments that we've been getting. Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you so much to the ones that's been showing us love, saying that.
Oh, don't forget, we do have a trivia.
We do have an anime trivia event coming up. I'm gonna leave that for Bree to announce. Okay.
Yes, you heard it here. I was working on it. It took me a second to hit the button. Yes, so our next trivia night, the last one of the year, will be happening on October 30th Again, that's October 30th, end of the month. That will be a Thursday at 8 p.m. on Discord. If you don't know how to get into the Village Hidden in the Fet Discord, hit us up on Instagram. We'll happily get you connected. I believe we have a link in our link tree. Try to join in beforehand, just so, when trivia night rolls around, you're fully ready to hop on. One more time. One more time. That's October 30th, Thursday at 8 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Yeah, it's always a blast. We go over some anime music trivia. Usually we stick to, some of the most popular ones. But, I do get a little mean and throw some very obscure ones in there. But, hey, people be knowing them. So that's always fun.
Because they elitists. That's why. We throw a couple of curveballs. You think you doing sense? Like, nah, I knew that. I know what date it came out.
I'm like, yeah, I threw an ending in there. And they're like, nah, I got it.
You'd be surprised.
All right, well.
We appreciate all the ones that did attend our past trivia nights, but now it's time to pull up again. So please definitely pull up. Anything else you guys want to say?
Nope. That's it.
All right. Well, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. We do have our merch at Redbubble. It's also in our link tree. Please don't be afraid. We got sweaters, we got t-shirts, we got long sleeve shirts, we have mugs, stickers, buttons. We have bags. So don't be afraid. You see the logo. The logo's fire. Definitely get a shirt. Support. Don't forget to go on our Patreon so we can have these great discussions and practice our First Amendment. So don't listen. You need to be a part of this. If you're in this community,
America, fuck yeah.
You need to be a part of this discussion. You need to be a part of us. Make yourself heard. Be a part of this community. Stay active. But most importantly, go to our Patreon so you can give us money, so we could continue to be active. And with that being said, we will see you soon. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace.